wilds of Ohio. You're joining us today to see a show on creek fishing in the Midwest. Your host is going to be Roland Martin, who's also the host of Fishing for Spirits. Roland, you want to take this away here in this Midwestern creek?
Thank you. Sure. How you doing, folks? For those of you who don't know me, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Roland Martin, old fishing boy here from Augusta, Georgia. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing some Midwestern creek fishing. The only one problem, we ain't got no water here. We've got a fella here I want to introduce to you in a little bit here. His name's Eugene Franklin, and he's from the People for the American Way of Life. And he's going to be talking about some things that's upset a lot of the mainstream of this society. Basically, you know, myself, I enjoy just getting out and going fishing, leaving my cares on the doorstep, go out and have a good time. Really don't worry too much about things, but this man's really concerned with like the American way of life, the American family, the burning of the American flag, rap music, a lot of things that really bugging this man. Fished here in the Midwest when I was a kid. I remember when my dad brought me in here, this is the same spot. This was a raging trout stream, and you can see what it is today. Hell, there ain't hardly half a gallon of water within 100 spitting yards here. And believe it or not, you know, they talk about the way the ecology and the way the earth is being, well, I don't know how to describe it, but the climactic differences that we're having. This used to be a baseball field when I was a kid. I was in the same spot. Look at this here. We may not be able to get too much fishing in here today, but I'm gonna have Eugene come in here in a few minutes. He's gonna talk to you and tell you about what he's been up to. I'm gonna have Mr. Eugene Franklin come on in here. Just come on in and join me here. Here, pull up a rock.
Thanks, Rice.
How are you? You're from, here, let me move down a little bit, give you some room here. Ain't nothing like being uncomfortable when you're fishing, you know. It's just a pastime that's pretty much passed a lot of people back. You know, they think, what a waste of time. How can you sit out there, not be doing nothing but just sitting there in a stream, around on a boat or something like that, and just be fishing?
You know, Rice, I love the feel of a good pole in my hand.
Yeah, you kind of look that way.
I know it. You know, we should move down a little bit, you know, and see if we can get some better pictures.
Yeah, I'm having a heck of a good time here with you, bud. I'm glad they got you on the program.
Well, you know,
Where
seriously.
are you from, anyway?
Seriously, I'm from a little small town in north of Chillicothe.
Chillicothe?
Chillicothe,
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you, I've seen some boys up there.
Yeah, I know. They think I'm from Georgia originally, but no. We, the People for American Way of Life, we've found that people that aren't from Ohio, they don't have it. They haven't got any. Their values are different. Their values are different.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I mean, you get your basic picture that is clean, and then you have your basic picture is dirty. No, it's just sort of like fishing.
No in between.
No, either
cut and dried.
You either throw your line in.
Bait or fish. That's what they always say.
It's right. Either. Boy, speaking of that, when I was a small boy, we used to walk around these creeks for old porno magazines and condoms. Now that was dirty.
Yeah. How long ago was that? A couple of weeks?
This last week, as a matter of fact, we booked it in here. Why do you think we're here? well,
yeah. What was you going to say there?
Well, I was going to say we should move up the creek a bit. I think there might be some water up there.
Sandcastle, man.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Okay. All righty. We'll be seeing you a little bit here. Let's troll on upstream a little bit here and see what we can tie into something.
You know, if we don't find any water, we might find some spirits or maybe some dirty magazines.
Say that you're here for what, against pornography and the legions of like decency and the American way of life. Well, what exactly do you? Well, let me ask you. What do you find obscene?
Well, I'm glad that you asked me that, only because I think obscenity is a real clear-cut line that can be drawn just like right down into the mud. So why don't we I happen to bring a film clip. It's called Hiking with Bill. It's a filthy, dirty piece of film. Why don't we cut to that, okay? You got it?
Sounds.
Let's go hiking with Bill.
Bill. My name's Bill, and we're gonna walk around this woods. See a tree? Big tree up there. Oh. We're going to go over there. A lot of people don't know what to get down in the woods and get lost. And that's no good because you can't find your way back to where you're going when you do that. So if you come along, I'll show you some of the tricks that I've learned about like watching a breaking tree branch. You break a tree branch and you can see if it's broke and you know that you're going through there.
I never, is that a friend of yours?
No, it's disgusting. I found it in Chillicothe.
Bill, hiking with Bill. We had to cut that short because it got pretty strange, and we really didn't want the rest of that film running. So what? We're going to go on up the stream here just a little bit, if we can call it a stream. And there's some kind of ancient ruins up here, is there?
That's right. We
Was
have
there? I think it was some
ancient
kind of an
ruins.
ancient ruin.
Let's go up here.
Let's take a walk up here and see what we can find.
Bye, come on, let's go.
Is that a life preserver?
Here, Roland, this is a piece of just filth, don't you think? We're out here in the woods, and we come across this. Chris and Kim, what a disgusting piece of art if I ever saw it. You know,
I don't really know what that is. Who would have built something like that out here?
I heard they got $350,000 for that piece. It's absurd.
To me, I think we ought to maybe move out of these woods.
I know, I think the people that made Hiking with Bill had something to do with this. Well,
I think I'm going to call my career quits here with Rolling Fishing for Spirits, and we're going to get back to a lake somehow and really do some fishing, and enough of these weird people. Come on, let's go on out here. Whether or not we're going to be on next fall or not, but I want to thank you for tuning in and making us success we are, and I want to thank you, Gene, here for coming all the way down from wherever you came from. All I can say to you, all my fishing buddies, partners, and gals out there is cast your line straight, and hope you get a big one.